It's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Please welcome your 2026 Pittsburgh Steelers.
On one sideline, the head coach of the Buccaneers. His side unable to make it 2-0 to start the year, dropping their game last week. On the Steelers sideline, that is head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Kate Scott and Brock Hewer on the call. Here's Chris Boswell to do the honors. And from Pittsburgh, we are underway. As this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They're brought out by former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
Kate, he's had some time to work past their last game, and he needed every second of it. A 4-interception game isn't easy for anybody to move on from, even for the shortest of memories. He's got to get his head right this week. This team needs him to deliver.
And we will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Play fake, it's Mayfield. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. First and 10 from the 43. The give now to White. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Derek Harmon, the former Oregon Duck, making that stop. Now, hold on a second. We have a player in some pretty clear pain following that play. That's Rachaad White, who's getting some attention from the trainers. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Mayfield now from the gun. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it really break the backs of the defense.
Well, we're seeing now, Brock, we've had some pretty crummy luck, some poor fortune in keeping guys healthier during the early goings of this season.
And this is where focus and attitude is oh so critical. They're rallying around those guys who are hurt and trying to play winning football. So when those players start to come back, Kate, they could jump right back in and really add this depth and be a better team and maybe, just maybe, make a playoff push.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. There's a toss to White. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it would be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves it can stop it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Jukes away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. They're led out by one of the game's most tenured veterans and most decorated quarterbacks of all time, Aaron Rodgers.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
On 2nd and 10 now, Rodgers. It's a screen play to Warren. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Throw here, 3rd down. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from the deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
And hey, we see held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. New set of downs for him from the 31. First down throw here, Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
A gain of 14. First down.
Here's White. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Baker now from the gun. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that 1st down. So fresh set of downs after the penalty. 1st down, here's Baker. He's going deep this time. Well, they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw, swatted away by the defense. So it's 2nd and 10 now, ball still at that 39-yard line. Throwing again is Baker. Dumped off to his running back. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he stopped for loss of yardage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded. And force a 4th down.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their 2nd drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Rodgers going to throw on first. This is hauled in by Atwell. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Complete to Atwell. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
3-yard line.
Rodgers from the gun. Now here he goes.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped the positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Rodgers going to throw here, third down. In trouble now, and the ball is out. And this one belongs to the Buccaneers.
Hey, a normal old stop with third down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from them literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Baker now off the play fake. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers grow their lead off the turnover. Mike Evans with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers take a 3-possession lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Returning it from the 4. He dodged the tackle. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, no, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Warren running between the tackles. His charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd and 2, Rodgers. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. They give to Irving to start this drive. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, you really create some indecision now defensively.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. He's making a bid for it. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds. That one gains 7. And the Bucks have the 1st. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Evans brings in the slant. Continuing to move past the 45. Keeps himself upright. Mike Evans! And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal.
Good. 180.
Irving on the inside give. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Buccaneers blowing them out in this opening quarter.
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers make it a 24-point ball game. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's a laugher so far, 24-0. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They have 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
319.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Run the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. Defense closes that sweep out behind the line.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long. They'll punch it away again. Bradley Pinion headed back out. Collects this at the 35. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They take the handoff. Now it's Mayfield. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Irving here from the gun. He finds space for a few yards that time. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's McMillan with the catch out left. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. They'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Dump off caught by his back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Complete to Bucky.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Watch out! Watch out!
Third down. Here's Mayfield. It's complete. This is Buka. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got first and goal.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
Watch out!
Mayfield keeps it himself. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Buccaneers running away with it in the second quarter. Baker Mayfield the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. The fact that they pulled that out on a first and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
McLaughlin sacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers grow their lead yet again. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Pittsburgh in its offense, all set to go. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. First and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. That's completed right side. And he has him right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. First down. Here's Rodgers. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Going again here, it's Rodgers. That pass caught by Wicks. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up fourth down. Bradley Pinion on down to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. The Buccaneers and receiver Mike Evans headed back out. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Play fake. It's Mayfield. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
This is Irving on second. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Bucs have the first.
Really, 2 elements needed to hit big on this play, Kate. Number 1, you got to sell it. Right, you really got to sell and get that defense moving, and then secondly, you got to execute. You got to get a body on a body so that running back can get loose.
And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. Nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. They're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Well, he's going to be stopped well shy of that first down marker. Call it a yard. That means fourth down coming up. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. Makes a tackle. He's still going. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead.
58!
They'll start the drive with Warren. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
18!
Rodgers set to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Here came Metcalf, the intended receiver. So that brings them to 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
No throw, 3rd and long. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. He got the football caught, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down. Bradley Pinion brought on now for the punt. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
1st down throw here by Rodgers. Completed over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Buccaneer. Offense is set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers chop some of the lead off before the half. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Presser gets there, right side, it's blocked! And they'll snuff out that return before it gets too far, so just a block extra points on the play.
You know, it really does, Kate. When you see that point blocked, it just deflates. You feel like the whole sideline gets deflated, but I'll tell you what else it does. It puts a little seed of doubt and thought into your kicker and your special teams, and you hate that. You really do. You want those guys playing with as much confidence as your offense and defense is, so making sure you get your kicker right and that special teams unit right, that's going to be hugely important here down the road.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pitch. He's throwing again. Out left and Otten makes the grab. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Only need about the length of the football. Maybe a touch more on the 2nd and inches. Well, double fighting his way through, but he lost the football. And the Steelers get to it. Well, they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Steelers calling their first time out. A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Rodgers from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Air it out on 3rd. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And they get this down to the 28. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Another shotgun. Here's Rodgers. Caught out left. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
They'll throw again. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Rodgers going to throw here. 3rd down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Benjamin Morrison comes up with it. Into the red zone. And he takes this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Tampa Bay touchdown.
And there in Kate, right there, that's some of the danger of playing with desperation. You can't get every point back with one play, and that quarterback, we just learned a valuable lesson. Not only can you get not every point back, you just gave up 6 of your own.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our 1st half. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our spin around the NFL starts now. It begins at MetLife Stadium. It's the Jets at home to take on the Chiefs. And this is Brashard Smith. He'll take this one in from 2 yards out. The Chiefs are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. From there, we go to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Let's check in on the Chargers as they play host to the New England Patriots. And this is Justin Herbert. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Chargers get the victory in the battle of unbeatens. Lastly, let's go out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals hosting the Denver Broncos. And this is Troy Franklin. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. He'll take it 65 yards to the end zone. The Broncos move to 2-1. They get the victory here. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Johnson with a return here. Escapes the defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Mike Tomlin sending his Steelers out there for another drive. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers coming back after the pick. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Well, we're seeing now, Brock, they've had some pretty crummy luck, some poor fortune in keeping guys healthy during the early goings of this season.
And this is where focus and attitude is oh so critical. They're rallying around those guys who were hurt and trying to play winning football. So when those players start to come back, Kate, they could jump right back in and really add this depth and be a better team and maybe, just maybe, make a playoff push.
Here's the dump off to Warren. And they stop him before he can reach that marker. And now we've got a penalty flag out too. So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up fourth down. Punt team on the field. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And I'm sure they all got a stern lecture on ball security between possessions after they fumbled it away on their last series. First down now, ball at the 33. They take the handoff, now it's Mayfield. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Following the play, we have an injured Steeler. The training staff out there to check on him as we take a pause. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. It's White on the give. Will be a yard at most there, and it's 2nd down.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
8.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, he's got a pick. He's now got a sack. I know we don't have hat tricks like hockey or soccer, but if he can recover a fumble before the game ends, why don't we invent a new stat and consider a defensive hat trick or something like it?
Finds a seam down the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. He's running with it. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Well, that's not what the offense styled up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
He's trying to push the field. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Buccaneers offense back out for another series. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Mayfield now off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. Nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
At the Steelers' 35-yard line.
Dot. 180. Dot.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he'll start some work to do now on third down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Smith weighed on the tackle.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Third down.
Dot. 180.
Third down, here's Mayfield. That one's good to Conway. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Get 22 out of that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Buccaneers.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On first down, they're going to run with Irving. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers trying to end this before the final quarter.
Buccaneers.
It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers continue piling onto this lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Johnson now on the return. Shoots away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Steelers offense headed out. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Steelers have a first down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. To the air on first down. Rodgers. It's a screen play to Warren. Down the sideline to the 45. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Steelers first down.
Rodgers set to pass. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
It's second down and 10.
Again, Rodgers. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, the team penalties a throwaway.
And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. And he'll come up on 1st and 10.
That's another Steelers first down.
58.
First and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. He smartly won't risk anything here. He just chucks this away.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
From the pocket. The pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Buccaneers go to the nickel, 3rd down.
No.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down, not by much. But he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
For a Steelers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
In the red zone now. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he drives this forward to the 6. It's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Rodgers. Has it down close. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers continuing to fight at least. Pat Fryermuth the touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
His return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's Buccaneer football, and this could be over quickly. This lead huge, entering the 4th. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Right back to Irving now. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on 1st. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
The thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the 40-yard line.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Completed over the middle. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46. 3rd and just 2 to go.
3rd and 2.
Irving trying to run for the 1st. On the move, past the 40. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. New set of downs for him from the 31.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
1st down, here's Baker.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Going deep here for the end zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they face 2nd down.
180! What's up?
Here's the give to Irving. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Jalen Ramsey running down. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Setting him on the dime. He's limited to a gain of about 3, which means they are well short. This is Down.
Patrick Queen on the tackle.
Chase McLaughlin now to try the Buccaneers field goal. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here.
Blue 58!
Trying an inside give to Warner. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. As for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
There's a dive up the middle. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target.
Okay.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Come on. Ready?
Dive play straight ahead. Gets his way through a tackle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
Ready up.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Cut.
Throwing his lands. Brought in left side by Godwin. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Complete to Chris Godwin. It's a gain of 10.
Down.
1st down,
Yellow.
Buccaneers.
Set.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Back-to-back carries here. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Set.
To the air, Lance. He dodged the tackle. This one's caught. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it, it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
They'll run for this, and they come through and stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down.
Let's go now.
1st and goal.
Ready.
At the 7-yard line.
Another carry for him. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
It's a gain of a yard.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Buccaneers nearing their 2nd win in the campaign.
Ready.
Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal.
Set. Cut. Cut.
They give it to him again. The defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Brought down right at
they try to pile on further.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Ready, set.
Here's Lance now. On the move, headed right. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in, not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback, where he could scramble for the first.
4th down, they're going to throw for it. He will not escape the rush on 4th and goal. That's a sack. This is going to be a turnover on downs. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Complete out to the right. Keeps it moving. 40. At the 20. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And even with 3 timeouts left on the other sideline, they have this one wrapped up. We'll see if they even use those timeouts.
Come on, set.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Ready.
Line up the design keeper.
Here we go.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
95.
So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its status after this one. We have not seen an opponent score against them like this very often, if at all, this season.
Yeah, I think what it shows you, too, Kate, is even for an elite defense, there's still holes and weaknesses to be found and taken advantage of. It took a whole bunch of effort, some great masterful game planning. But this offense found ways to score against a pretty salty defensive unit.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewer, I'm Kate Scott. The Buccaneers winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
Fall is in the air and not a moment too soon. I'm Scott Hansen, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 3. Some big games to get to. We'll start in the Steel City. The Steelers at home to take on Tampa Bay. And it's the Tampa Bay defense coming up with the big play here. This would turn out to be one of the biggest plays of the game. The Buccaneers are back in the win column. They move to 2-1 with a Week 3 victory. From there, why don't we go to South Philly? Look in on the Eagles as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And it's Jaden Blue. He gets the ball, and we have liftoff. He has cleared the tower, and he's gone. The Cowboys come away with a victory. They win by 6. Lastly, we head out to SoFi Stadium. It's the Chargers hosting the New England Patriots. And it's just